Hey guys, what is going on? This is Ian from TheDublinSneakerHead, and today I am bringing you a video review of the Adidas NMD Racer in the Monaco colorway. So, late last year, Adidas released a new design of their iconic NMD silhouette, the NMD Racer. Now, the Racer model is actually very similar in construction to that of the original Primeknit NMD, which released a few years ago. However, the Racer model does boast a few new features, including these added racing spikes along the side and at the forefront for added traction, and as well the EVA plugs that you will find on the sides of the original Primeknit model has now been moved to the back of the Racer model. The Adidas NMD Racer in the Monaco colorway released June 9th, 2018 as part of the collaboration between Adidas and the Whitaker Car Club, and as such the shoe is heavily inspired by luxury cars and racing culture. We will get into more of the details of these inspirations and designs in a bit when we go and take a closer look at the shoe itself. So with the introductions out of the way, let's go take a close-up look at the Adidas NMD Racer in the Monaco colorway. Okay, so these shoes come in your standard black Adidas NMD box. As you guys can see on the front of the box, you have your 3 embossed stripes. Moving our way around the side of the box, we will also find our embossed Adidas logo at the top of the lid of the box. And then below that is our size tag and color tag. So these are a US size 8.5 or a UK size 8, and the official color tag on these, I just making camera that to focus, is Monaco, red, black, and white. Onto the front of the box, just again we have our embossed Adidas logo and our embossed 3 stripes that make its way down from the top of the box, moving down onto the lid and onto the side. And then finally, on the last side of the box, you have your typical, the brand with the 3 stripes in all of the different languages. So yeah, nothing really special in the box, just your typical NMD box. Now, onto the shoe itself. So the shoe comes constructed with a white Primeknit upper, and as you guys can see on the toe box of the upper, you have these kind of white lines, and you have these same lines in black on both the lateral and medial side of the shoe. These lines are supposed to, you know, go with the whole car theme by symbolizing motion blur, which is a really cool way to just kind of tie in that whole racing theme that these shoes are based in. You also have a little bit of that same pattern up near the laces and in between, and kind of actually under the translucent lace cage as well. Moving our way up to the sock color, you guys will see that you find this kind of like speckled, would speckled be the word? More of like a static really kind of pattern around the Primeknit ankle collar that you will usually find on your Primeknit NMDs. So taking a look at the bottom of the shoe, you guys are going to see 3 different patterns on the bottom. The first one starts at the heel with just some vertical lines going up, just to kind of, you know, give you some basic support and basic traction. However, the traction and the pattern both increase as we are going to make our way up the shoe. As you guys see here, the middle portion has a bit more detail in it, and thus will give you a bit more traction and a bit more support while walking. You have your larger holes kind of decorated by smaller holes to either side of them. Again, as I said, just to kind of help, you know, give you a bit more support if you are using this as a running shoe. You will also find your Adidas logo embossed into the side of the shoe here in white. Now, the main traction piece, whenever my camera would like to refocus, that would be great, is on the very top of the bottom of the shoe. It is this kind of rocky, rough, edgy kind of material that just will really help give you guys that extra support and extra traction if you are using this for a performance running shoe. This pattern also does kind of protrude onto the side and onto the top of the toe box of the shoe. So if you're taking any steps at any specific angles, you're not going to lose out on any of that traction that this pattern will give you. Now the biggest thing that sets this shoe apart from other NMDs and even other NMD racers is this patch of brown leather found on the heel cup of the shoe. And to the touch, this thing is butter smooth. This leather is so good quality, I can't even begin to explain it to you guys. If you guys ever have a chance to see these in store, even if you don't want to buy them or have any interest, just go and feel the leather, because to find this kind of leather on a shoe or on an NMD in general, it's just amazing. Also, making our way up the back of the shoe, you will find that the pull tab, which normally reads the brand with the 3 stripes in various languages, instead says the Whitaker Car Club, just to tie in the whole Whitaker Car Club Adidas collaboration that this shoe is a part of. Near the bottom, you just find your boost that's a bit chunkier in the heel, and you also find your white EVA plug insert, which is just kind of normal on, your NMD models. So as we move on to the inside of the shoe, you'll notice that there's not really anything else that really stands out as being any different from the rest of the shoe. As you guys see, you have your black and white pattern, again mimicking that motion blur concept. You'll also find your white prime knit, your boost, and just the wraparound of that brown leather heel cup, which again is seen from both the back and both sides of the shoe itself. So not really much to say about the inside of the shoe, so let's move on to the front. Starting at the front of the shoe, the first thing you guys are going to notice is this white traction pattern and design that is found on the outsole of the shoe, kind of sneaking its way up onto the front of the toe box, just to, give a bit of extra traction and stuff if you're, using these for walking shoes or running shoes. Then as we move up, again, you guys will see your white prime knit motion blur pattern that just goes into this it's actually more of an off-white or cream prime knit rather than just a plain white, and you guys can really see the contrast in the color difference between the motion blur design and just the plain prime knit. These shoes come standard with just a pair of white laces. However, they do also come with a pair of grey static colored laces with that kind of same grey speckled design found on the ankle collar of the shoe. So what's cool about that is it means if you kind of prefer the grey speckled theme of the shoe, or want to kind of tie that into the whole look of the shoe a bit more than just the design on the ankle, you can do so by just putting these laces on here. I'll give you guys a little comparison. So yeah, as you guys can see, it's exactly the same design on both the lace and both the ankle collar, which is just really cool. So if you prefer, as I said, if you prefer this kind of theme, you can tie that into the shoe a bit more. Now, in between the laces, again, you will find that same black prime knit motion blur pattern underneath your translucent lace cage, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest NMD goer, so I'm not sure if they have done the translucent lace cage on NMDs before. However, this one looks really nice, especially with that design in the middle of it. So that's really all there is on the front of the shoe. So now let's take a look at the inside of the shoe. So on the inside of the shoe, you guys will find your Adidas logo, your Adidas NMD branding, and just the word Adidas in this metallic silver color that really just kind of makes the shoe pop. However, that's not the coolest part about the insole, or the inside of this shoe, should I say. What really makes the inside of this shoe stand out is that same leather that you find on the heel cup of the shoe. So that same quality brown leather is found all the way along the insole of the shoe, and just slightly at the beginning of the heel on the inside of where your heel would go. However, that leather does end very abruptly near the ankle collar and transitions into what you would normally find on your prime knit NMDs, which is just prime knit. yeah, overall, it's a pretty cool design they've done with this leather. So that about wraps it up for the in-depth look at the Adidas NMD Racer in the Monaco colorway. So guys, that about wraps up this video review of the Adidas NMD Racer in the Monaco colorway, and in my opinion, guys, I think the shoe is absolutely great. I have been a huge fan of the whole NMD lineup, you know, the Primeknit, the Meshes, the XR1s, the R2s, all amazing shoes. Maybe not so much the Pharrells, you know, those are kind of nasty, but for the most part the NMD line has been really good. And if I'm being completely honest, I didn't really like the original colorways that the Racer launched in. However, this colorway really makes this shoe shine and really breathes a bit of life back into the NMD silhouette, because the NMD has lost a lot of its initial hype and traction that it had at the beginning when it first came out. And I think if Adidas continues to create such unique colorways and really interesting collaborations for the NMD line, then maybe it might be able to recapture some of that original popularity that it had. So guys, let me know in the comment section below, what do you think of the NMD Racer in general, and also the Monaco colorway? Do you like them? Do you hate them? Do you still like the NMD lineup? Are you kind of done with it, kind of moved on to something else? Let me know in the comment section. And also, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more reviews in the future, and I will see you guys in the next review. Thanks for watching, bye.